We were just best friends and we decided to get married and we planned a very nerdy wedding. I'd always said that I was gonna have boy-girl twins. I knew that it would be a little bit of a struggle for me to get pregnant. It turns out that it was a 2-year struggle. I was so excited. There's a picture of me like holding the ultrasound with the 2 tiny little beans and like my face is just a mess. So at 19 weeks, the doctor tells us, one's a boy, one's a girl. So the second part of my dream had come true. Then all of a sudden he gets quiet and he says, all right, I'll be back in just a second. Just kind of leaves me at the table and leaves the room. I'm not sure how long he was gone. It felt like forever. But when he came in, that's when he let us know that the chances of me making it to any viable stage were pretty much none. And his suggestion was that we terminate the pregnancy and try again. I just froze and kind of went numb. I just started to cry. It was the first time in this story that the tears were not ones of joy. All those dreams that had built up were just ripped away in that moment.
There was a part of me that's just like, there's no way that this is the end. There's no way this is it.
We wanted to fight, we weren't done. My mom steps into super grandma mode and she just started researching like crazy. And she found a procedure that is very well practiced in the UK. The plan is get this procedure and bed rest. Oh, bed rest. You think of bed rest like, oh, you're laid up in bed and like eating ice cream. I was laying flat. Yeah, I was in a bed. I was tilted back so that my feet were a couple inches above my head. I became a human incubator. It's horrifying the amount of pressure that you feel. As a mom, you want to protect your children and keep them safe. We hit 24 weeks, so we knew that the kids had a chance. Then once we hit 24, I thought for sure we were gonna go to 28. I started to have major contractions. I had a fever, I was going septic, the kids were in trouble. I knew that I had gone as far as I could go. Atlas was born first, and his sister followed 3 minutes after, and the moment that they come out, you don't hear anything. They wheeled me down to the NICU and I come around the corner and nothing could have prepared me to expect that. Their skin was completely see-through and their eyes were still fused shut. You can't really touch them or hold them or anything because they were so delicate, but I was able to put like just the tip of my pinky finger into Atlas's little hand and he was already squeezing it, and you know, you could see life in them even though they were so small and so delicate and so sick. The day that we left them there, knowing that they were gonna be there for so long, was absolutely by far the worst, most heartbreaking day of my life. You know, in that moment, you think, how am I gonna do this? I just wanted to bring my family home. So I went to the March of Dimes website and I see the Share Your Stories portion. Everyone was after the same goal. Everyone was trying to keep hope in the NICU. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, on and off of this ventilator. With each step of my journey that went on and the deeper that we connected with March of Dimes, the more I found out exactly how much they were impacting the life of our family.
I went from 60 to 0. Now I need a hero for the long night ahead.
They were there for Christmas, they were there for New Year's. On February 15th, both of them had passed their tests and were coming home. It was the best thing I'd ever felt before in my entire life. I was so excited. I was ready.
Yeah.
I was like, give me my babies. That first March for Babies that I went to, it was just a feeling of comfort that I didn't even know that I needed. We're pushing these teeny tiny little babies in their stroller, and we're wearing a bit of purple, and we start to see more people in purple kind of show up. You know, I start reading people's signs, and you see, 23 weekers, 27 weekers. We came around this curve and we just saw a sea of people. There's just this beautiful sea of purple, and all these people whose lives had been affected the same way that ours had. At the end of the day, as hard as everything we've been through was, we're one of the lucky ones.
Roll your windows down, your windows down. It's all behind you.
So here we are almost 2 years later, and Atlas and Adeline, I call them the Twinados because they are just so full of life and pep and joy. Without March of Dimes, our family would not be what it is today.
Your windows down.
It feels good to be on the other side of everything and to be able to be a part of bringing hope. I'm Christy and this is Mick, and along with Atlas and Adeline, we are the 2018 mission family for March of Dimes.
Roll your windows down, your windows down. It's all behind